Alright, y'all. My brother Nathan's here. We stayed up till 2:25. We've been working on this beat for 3 hours, but I did all the work. He just sat and watched. So, anyways, check this out. The camera doesn't really do it justice though. You can't really hear the bass or the 808s like you can on the actual speakers, but still, I think it was fun. Did you have fun trying to make it, listening to it? Yeah, well, I may use this in a vlog. I don't know. Otherwise, I might make it a song. We'll see. But I thought it was pretty decent. So, on to the next one. Water's freezing.
Because we've been, over the past month, watching the European Championships, otherwise known as the Euros, I figured it'd be a great time to give you a brief history and a brief lesson on the Euros for those who don't know what it is. The UEFA European Championships, otherwise known as the Euros, first took place in 1960, but the idea was formed way before by this guy named Henry Delany. Hopefully I pronounced his name right, and for those of you who speak French, I apologize if I butchered it. Before he could finally see his idea come to light, he actually passed away. So they actually named the championship trophy after Henry Delany, which in French, and I'm gonna have to read this real quick, Champion d'Europe. It is also known as the Coupe Henry Delany. They named it after him because he was basically the godfather of the European Championships. Ever since 1960, it's been one of the most watched football tournaments across the world besides the World Cup. Germany and Spain are actually the two countries that have the most European Championship titles, 3 each. Spain I believe is one of the only teams, if not the only team, to defend its title 2008 and 2012, right back to back. Spain during the 2000s and during the 2010s was OP. In 2010, Spain actually did win the World Cup. They beat the Netherlands, which was a huge deal. And it's so funny. I'm also wearing an England shirt right now because, well, I'm an England boy. Wayne Rooney. I got Wayne Rooney on my chest. Anyways, I also have a Spanish jersey and Andres Iniesta. And if you don't know who that is, I recommend you look him up because he was one of the most influential, if not one of the best football players of all time. Maybe a controversial opinion, but I don't think so because Andres Iniesta is the GOAT. Long story short, the European Championships are just so much fun to watch, especially if you're a football fan, especially if you're a sports fan like I am. I love to watch football. Today, the day that I'm posting this, is actually the day of the European Championship Final 2024. England and Spain are going at each other in what could possibly be one of the best matches of the entire tournament, and if not one of the best finals that we could see. Both Spain and England are stacked with players. Lamine Yamal, who's only 16 years old, became the youngest scorer in European Championship history. My man's is ditching school to come and play against some of the biggest football nations in the world. With England on England's side, oh man, it's stacked. You got Harry Kane, you got Phil Foden, you got Bukayo Saka, you got Kobe Mino. By the way, that man put on a masterclass against the Netherlands in the semifinals, and I believe that if he keeps playing at the rate that he's been playing, he will be one of the best midfielders, I'm pretty sure he's a midfielder, that the game could ever see. I am also wearing a United hat, so I'm a little biased, but I do love Kobe Mino. My man is killing it. This is gonna be it's gonna be a great final, and I'm super excited. I took the day off of work so I could watch this because I am a dedicated English football fan. I'm not gonna say it, and for all the England fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. We're just gonna watch and we're gonna see what happens because I have a really good feeling about this final, and I have a really good feeling that this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be an amazing game. I'm gonna be doing these history lessons with sports more often on my channel, as well as incorporating them into my vlogs. I'm really hoping that I can kind of start giving you guys more history lessons, not just on European football and football in general, but of all the sports. And no, I'm not gonna say soccer, because to all my English fans out there, and to all my European fans out there, it's football, and I agree. Regardless, I am super excited to watch this match because I believe England's gonna kill it. But the other thing too is I am actually Portuguese, Spanish, Irish, and Persian on my mom's side. And on my dad's side, we're English, Swiss, and German. I always have a hard time trying to figure out who to support. I love Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal. Spain, because, well, Spain, they are one of the football giants of the world, and they always have been. And, of course, Germany, who was the host nation for this year's tournament. The only reason why most people are favoring Spain in the final this year is because they went undefeated. They haven't lost a match in, I believe, 11 or 12 matches that they've played internationally. On top of that, they won all their matches in the group stage. It's gonna be a really interesting final. It's gonna be a really interesting end to the tournament. I also know that I'm gonna be sweating profusely. When you watch football, that's just what happens. Come on, England. Whatever the results are, it's been a wonderful tournament to watch, and I cannot wait to watch the World Cup here in the United States, 2026. I do know that because it's North American World Cup, it will be Canada, United States, and Mexico. So I'm hoping that at one point I can at least go and watch a match here in my home country, because why not? That was a brief history and breakdown of the European Championships and my rant on football itself. Whatever you do, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and the follow button. Turn on the notifications when I post so you can see when your next history lesson will be. Football is a wonderful sport, and I hope that I can convert you, and I'm pointing to us Americans here, to watch European football. So, I'll see y'all in my next video. Your boy Isaac is out. Deuces.